Hello, friends. Welcome to Top of the Stack MTG. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. Let's start with bannings. There was just recently some bannings. 4 cards were gotten rid of. A couple from the Energy deck and a couple from the Ramunap Red deck. In a vacuum, I would say that bannings are a bad thing because it can erode players' confidence in the company. If you constantly make new cards, people run out and buy them, and then you ban them so they can't use them, then after a while they're going to get upset about it. They're going to stop buying the cards. So in a vacuum, I would say that bannings are bad. But in this specific case, I feel like this actually was not a bad thing. I think it was a very good thing. I think it's something that they really needed to do for a couple of reasons. This one is special. Number one, Standard was a mess. It was a real mess. Energy had been dominating since it came out, really. I mean, it's been a long time that Energy decks just keep winning. They can't beat them. Ramunap Red, I thought, stood a good chance, but it didn't. It never was able to quite take it down, you know. So it got to the point that if Rivals couldn't fix this, we would be stuck with it till Dominaria. And if Dominaria couldn't fix it, we would be stuck with it till September. And it's just too long. The damage that would do to Friday Night Magic and to people watching Magic tournaments on YouTube or on Twitch or however we like to watch it, would be worse than banning some cards. I think it was a very important, good thing that they did. And the other reason, this is probably the most important reason that it was okay, is because of the new play team that they had set up. They have a new team that tests new metas to see if they're still fun, to see if something's going to just dominate and ruin everything, or if there's a lot of fun deck building that can go on. And that team, I believe their first big assignment was Dominaria. So they played Dominaria against Energy, and I would bet that they found that Dominaria was not going to take down Energy. And that's why they had to ban those 2 cards. And even beyond that, and this was a huge surprise to me, to be honest with you, they banned a couple cards from Ramunap Red. And at first I was like, why would you do that? That's going to be the new... And then I realized, I'll bet that playtest team also played against Ramunap Red and found that Dominaria wouldn't beat that either. I think that this is the first big action of the new playtest team. And I think it's a great thing. I think they've done a wonderful job. Right now, people are brewing like crazy for Friday Night Magic. Of course, people are brewing for the Pro Tour. And that doesn't affect most people very much. I know very few people actually play Magic competitively. Most people play around the kitchen table just like me, just like most of you, I'm sure. So bannings aren't a big deal for us really at all, unless you went and spent money on a card because you liked it. And that would suck. You know, if you went out and bought a $25 card because you're like, okay, I love this card, I'm going to do it. And then they banned it. And the price dropped, you know, because banning it doesn't hurt you in any way because you're not playing on the Pro Tour. Maybe you play at Friday Night Magic sometimes, and that would kind of suck. But the worst thing would be buying a $25 card, and 3 days later it's worth $5. It would just feel bad, you know, and that I totally understand. But now people are going crazy with cards. Right? They're buying different kinds of decks and they're trying to brew things because they don't know what's going to win. They don't know what the new great thing is going to be. It's difficult to say, of course. We don't know. So I think overall the bannings were a good thing. I think it was definitely worth it. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk about is um, a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine from here in Chicago, they're a couple, really went above and beyond for Christmas this year. They got me a new design for the channel, which is such a weird, amazing present, which I didn't even expect. It never even occurred to me. Um, One of them's in advertising, so of course she's a genius at this kind of stuff. She put together a beautiful logo, and they got me the logo on a play mat, which I'm going to try to just show you. You'll be able to see it. It's going to be the opening of the channel and all that stuff. But seriously, this looks amazing. It's kind of on the wood grain, and then it's got each of the symbols, and then it's got the words, which happen to work out to 5, I guess. I mean, she's a genius. Truly, truly a genius. So she put all this together. She gave it to a specific company to put it on a playmat, and they did a beautiful job. I should give a shout out to them. I'm just going to tell you the name of the company. In case you ever want a picture of something on a playmat, contact these guys because the quality of this is amazing. It's sewed all the way around the edge. I don't know if you can see that, but honestly, they did an incredible job. They're called McCustom Ink. It's McCustomink. McCustom Ink. And they really did a beautiful job of it. But the work that my friends did putting this together, just incredible. Really went above and beyond. We got a magic cards, right? Which is nothing wrong with. I mean, they got magic cards, which is totally fun. We love to play with them, and it's great. But this is just incredible. So I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys. Really, really a neat gift. She also reformatted it so that I could use it as the banner for the YouTube channel. I mean, a lot of work. A lot of work went into this. It's a big deal. Really cool. And when you couple this with the computer that I got for doing a beta test for a specific game, it's been quite a month. Seriously, really, really neat. Good. So that's really fun. Moving on, the pre-release. The pre-release was awesome. I did 5 pre-releases because we have Friday at midnight, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. Dana was able to do 1. She was able to do Sunday evening because she's really busy these days. So we got tons of fun cards. We got to play a lot, of course, with the new meta. This was the last time we were going to get 2 packs from an old set and then 4 packs from the new set, which I'm happy about. We've already talked about that. But it was neat. It was really neat to put a bunch of decks together. There's a lot of powerful stuff. A lot of crazy stuff, too, with these flip lands and then alternate win conditions. And, of course, you've got these big 4 tribal groups, Merfolk, Vampire, Dino, and Pirate. And they're all looking pretty dang good. Merfolk might be at the top, but there's Vampire, too, which is looking amazing. I don't know if Dinosaur still has what it takes. It didn't get much. It got a couple really fun, cool cards, but I don't know that it's going to push over the edge. We'll see about Dinosaur. I'm going to keep working on it. It might. But Merfolk and Vampire are looking amazing. It is possible with these bannings that one of those 2 decks will become maybe the deck to beat. Or even better, 2 or 3 of them will do kind of a rock, paper, scissors thing, and we'll just see a lot of brewing and playing. Really, really nice. The last time we had a tribal deck in Standard, I think, was Zombies. And that was a while ago. I think that was before Energy. Really, really fun. I love when there's tribal decks in Standard. It's a real blast. I think that maybe that vehicle deck might come back. I don't know why they call it a vehicle deck. It's only got 1 or 2 vehicles in it, but That might come back as kind of a powerhouse now. We'll see. I know that probably whatever deck it's going to be is going to be 4-color good stuff or 3-color good stuff, as it always is with these kind of things, except every once in a while like zombies, which is awesome. But maybe one of these tribal decks will become part of it, at least a piece in the rock, paper, scissors, which would be really great. All right, well, that's all I've got. Have a great day. I'm going to work on a lot of the technical stuff now to try to get the new banner up and all that stuff. But you're going to see some deck techs coming down the line because of the bannings, which is totally awesome. We're going to have some fun stuff with that. And also, of course, I hope you've signed up for the beta. I hope you're playing the beta right now. If you're not, do definitely sign up. It's a blast. And hopefully they'll go to open beta soon, and we'll all just be able to play, and we'll be able to talk about it, I hope. But we'll see. We'll see. They're doing what they need to do to make it really good. So that's great. All right, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell if you want to know when things are coming out, and we'll talk to you soon.